Hey, Jack Squad. How everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everything's going as good as it can be in this crazy world that we're living in. And don't forget to make it happen for yourself. Got to make it happen for yourself, okay? Before we get started, don't forget to drop down in the description box and like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Share, share, share. I need to get to 2,000 subscribers. That's my milestone. You know, I'm trying to reach milestones. So we keeping it going and going and going and going. I appreciate you, my YouTube family, my Jack Squad. Appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, right? And also thank you to my subscribers who went over to my girls page, Tima Danette, and subscribed with her. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And Tima thanks you as well. Now, let me get to my subscribers for today. If I say your name wrong, charge it to my heart. Don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. There we go. So it's Tiffany Stewart, Stevie Bruton, and Queen Sugary. Now, Queen Sugary had another part to the name, but I couldn't get it. So, Queen Sugary, you know who you are. Thank you very much, okay? Always commenting and everything, letting me know how you feel, all right? So, again, that's Tiffany Stewart, Stevie Bruton, and Queen Sugary, okay? So, today, y'all, we're going to talk about something. This is a show I told y'all about that I watched, and I just watched it. That's why I'm making a video right now, because I was going to talk about it this week, but so much other stuff went on that my teeth was bothering me. That's a whole other thing. Not my teeth, my gums. That was a whole other thing. That was a thing, y'all. So let me tell y'all, my gums had been hurting in this one spot, had been hurting all week. Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, it was unbearable. It was unbearable, right? After I made that video. It was hurting when I made that last video, but it was unbearable after that. And so I called the oral surgeon. Because I'm thinking, I told my supervisor, she was like, one time that happened to her and they had to rush into surgery. So I'm like, oh, God. Because it was hurting. And I did all the stuff they told me to do, rinse my mouth all the time. I rinse my mouth all the time anyway, because I don't want no sugar and food left in my teeth. So I've been doing that anyway before they took the wisdom teeth out. Well, anyway, it was hurting. It was waking me up. I couldn't go to sleep. It was unbearable. So I called him Friday. And I missed work Thursday and Friday. Y'all know I don't like missing a coin. So I called him Friday, and he said, can you come in at 12 o'clock? It was like 11. I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. So I put my clothes on and went. He looked at it. He was like, it's healing. It's not swollen. But the one he took out at the top, that was not a wisdom tooth, which I knew that one was the problem, because the tooth had broke off and they had to cut in there. I know they did all kinds of stuff. I was asleep, right? But anyway, it was killing me. So he said, well, I'm going to give you some antibiotic, because my daughter was like, mine's probably infected. So he gave me an antibiotic. Now listen, I paid for the antibiotic. So the first time I got amoxicillin, that was like $6, $7, no big deal. So when I go get this antibiotic, I'm thinking it's the same thing, child. They said $59.99 or something. I was like, well, what do we do? What? So they gave me like a antibiotic cocktail in one pill. It's kind of a big pill. But it did the trick. You had to take it twice a day. So Friday I got it. I took it twice Friday. Today, when I woke up, I haven't had any pain. I didn't wake up in pain. Today was the first day that I felt whole again since last weekend. I felt good. So it was infected, evidently, and the infection's going away. I got to take it for 7 days. But listen, y'all, I see why people just go on in the dentist and say, take all these out. Because I don't even want no teeth. I don't even want no teeth. Forget it. I don't want teeth. Because that was some pain. That was some pain. And I've had 3 kids natural. This was some pain, I want to cut my whole head off pain, right? So we got over that. We over that. We should be good, okay? So anyway, I want to talk about, and this is a subject for me, infidelity. Infidelity, that's big, because I always want to know why the guys cheat. I ask all my friends that, why did you cheat? Why did you cheat? You got a good girl, what are you cheating for? Well, the show I'm talking about tonight is Love in Huntsville Marriage. I told y'all about that before. It's a show that comes on their own network on Saturdays at 9. And it's about 3, well, now they have 4. They really have 4.5. This is another couple they show periodically. But it's about black power couples. Black power couples like it. And they're in construction for the most part. 3 of them are in construction. and real estate and stuff, in a field that blacks usually don't dominate in, right? And they're young. I'm gonna say they're in their 30s, 40s. I don't know if they're young, right? And then the other couple, the guy has a restaurant. The newest couple, he has a restaurant. He sells chicken. He's supposed to have the best chicken in Huntsville. And then his wife has her own beauty supply. And let me tell y'all something. It's hard for black folks to get beauty supply. You can get the building, you can do all that, but it's hard to get. I know this for a fact. It's hard to get. So she must got a good plug because it's hard to get your products that you need, your merchandise. That's hard. For whatever reason, Chinese folks don't want to let that go. It's hard. I've heard of some people who have tried to do this before, and like in this where I'm at now, there's a black lady that has. Now, I don't know if they charge more. I don't know what it is. I know back in the day, I was told they didn't really want to sell to you. But, now they sell to other nationalities. We ain't going to say that. But they do. Like from Cleveland, where I'm from, they do. I don't know about anywhere else. The other nationalities have a whole store. They got stores, beauty supply stores, right? Well, anyway, I went to a beauty supply with my son. He lived in a small town outside of Dayton, Ohio. That guy didn't have much stuff. And it was high. He didn't have much stuff. And then I came here looking for beauty supply. Of course, when I moved here, I'm looking for the beauty supply, everything I need. Went to the black. I was like, oh, I was so excited. It was not far. And it was a black lady, but she didn't have nothing in there. I don't even know why she was open. I don't even know why she was paying rent to that place. So she must have a plug because she has a beauty supply. And I think she has a salon too. But anyway, these are power couples. I love to see couples. I love to see teams and I love that. I love black love, right? So, well, anyway, the executive producers of the show, the one the show is based on, that couple, Melanie Hope and Martell Hope, they have a company, Hope and Hope, right? They're construction, real estate, whatever they do a lot of stuff. He go and cheat. Now, not only did he cheat, because I want to have this discussion on one of my lives. Is it better to randomly cheat, or is it better to would you like your man to have an ongoing relationship with a woman? Me personally, I don't want him to have an ongoing relationship. He had a relationship for 5 years. 5 years. That's called love. You in love with her. She got pregnant. She just had the baby a couple months ago. And so now their marriage, this is only the second season. The marriage just went to kaputs, and this is only the second season. So now they've ruined everything. It's and it is ruining certain projects that they could be on and stuff because nobody wants to be partnered up with somebody that can't manage their life. How you gonna manage your business if you can't manage your life, right? Well, anyway, Martell, the husband, is such a narcissist. He's such a narcissist, and he's blaming his wife for his cheating. Imagine that. So anyway, I'm just gonna start from last week and break it all the way down because this was a continuance, right? So the one couple now, this couple, Kimmy, there's a set of brothers on there, Maurice and Marceau. They're into commercial development and commercial real estate and stuff, right? And he just, not only is he doing all that, he just finished law school and he took the bar. And then her son, which is his stepson, just graduated college. But it's Corona, so nobody can have graduations and stuff like that. So she was having an intimate, small little setting with just the brother, his wife, her husband, and Melanie Martell and the other lady. Well, that's what they were doing, right? And so, let me see here. What is this? Yeah, the small intimate. So Melanie came, right? Now, prior to this, her and they were trying to dissolve their things they have together, their businesses. They're trying to see how much is you going to get to this. They had a meeting with themselves, not any lawyers, which I was commending them for. But it went all the way wrong. Because, this is how I think. If you're responsible for the breakup of the marriage, certain things you need to concede on. That's just what I think. You need to say, okay, I did this. Because she had a business of her own, like a cosmetic line or something that was, he wasn't in on. Even though he may have helped her or whatever, I don't know the ins and outs of it. But he told her he wanted 50% of that, which I think was wrong, right? And so she said, okay, I'm going to dissolve it. Now, the whole time they've been going through this mess, because he's been cheating, it's all in the past, she's been publicly humiliated by this man. I never seen her cry. I never seen her break down. She was standing stoic and strong, right? While she was sitting there talking to him, and he was just talking so crazy, and I'm not going to hurt you. You done already hurt her. And I think I should get half of this and half of that and half of that. He was just putting out his demands, right? And she came in very civil, very diplomatic. She's ready to just do this, right? He started talking so crazy to her. She was holding back the tears. It was painful to watch. Because I believe right at that moment, she realized, they've been together almost 15 years. They got together in college or something. I think right at that moment, she realized who she married. Sometimes you can be with somebody and you don't really know who they is until down the line. And then that's when it hurts because you realize this is who you with. And you didn't know that. You didn't know that. Years that went by and you didn't know the real inner them until something happens, right? So she started crying. I never saw that. And I felt, and I didn't like her last season. I didn't like her. But I feel sorry for her now. Because she didn't have 4 kids. She didn't put all her eggs in the basket. Now she got to start over. It's hard. Nobody wants to start over, right? She's young enough and she's smart enough, pretty enough to move on, after she get over the hurt and pain. So anyway, this guy. So he's a nice looking guy. They all nice looking people. He's a nice looking guy. But he's full of himself. And he's buffed, right? So when he put on his suits, he looked like he liked the Hulk with a suit on or something, right? And he put these little bitty suits on. Now, anybody over a certain age would know who I'm getting ready to talk about. So when he got this one, I've seen him wear this type of outfit a couple times. He got the bow tie and the thing and a big puff and all that, right? He looked like Artemis Gordon. Y'all don't know who Artemis Gordon is from Wild Wild West. James West and Artemis Gordon, they used to dress like that. That's how he dressed, right? And the suits are tight, they tight on him. So, he went to see his uncle who has a tailor shop to get him some more clothes because he busted out his clothes. But he always have tight suits on, just tight suits and tight jeans. That day they was arguing, he had on the tightest jeans. I was like, why do you have on them tight jeans? But, so anyway, he hasn't taken any responsibility as far as I'm concerned. For destroying his family. The man is the head. The man is the head. They always say if you cut off the head, everything else gonna fall, right? So you destroyed it. You destroyed this. They got 4 kids. She just had a baby. He destroyed it. And he can't take ownership of it. And she's a pretty girl. Somebody gonna have her. 4 kids and all. Somebody will want to be with her. And now, if I was the side piece, I would be upset watching him fight for this woman. Because she thought she was, especially after she got pregnant by him. She was saying she wasn't with him and all that. The next thing you know, she was pregnant. When it first disclosed that he had a side piece, they lied about it. Then she said, I'm not with him no more, and blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, she was pregnant by him. And I don't know why women think that you can never take a man from a woman. Did I say that right? You can never take a man from another woman. Because the only way you get him usually is by it's forfeited because she don't want him no more. That's usually how it works. You can get him then at that point. But it's very rare that you can come in and take. And if you do that, he's going to do it to you because that's part of his character. That's a character flaw. That's what he does. So he's not loyal to anybody. He's going to do that to you if he does that to her. But anyway, so they at the event to celebrate the graduates, right? Now, the other couple, Tisha and Marcel. Tisha is, her husband is a chauvinist, one of the brothers, and he don't allow her hardly to do too much of nothing, right? He's starting to open up now because he probably realized what he looked like. They met in college as well, but she has a mother. Her mother's name is Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda is the countryest, messiest thing I ever seen. She messy for no reason. So, the first season, she was looking pretty regular. Now, honey, they have a hair swoop. She got all the 1990s hairstyles. She got them all, and she got them. She got all the swoop, the curls. She got the thing on the. She got all that, right? She looked like she about to go to I don't know what, I ain't gonna even say that, but she together for Huntsville, Alabama, I guess, right? So anyway, she comes to the event. She wasn't invited. It's a small little gathering at the table celebrating the graduates. Here she come up in there. Girl, she got on a cape dress. She got the 2-3 hairstyles. Here she come, right? And she's messy. She's messy. She beyond messy. She's a little mean-spirited to me. Because, she's old enough. You know better than what you're doing. You know better than what you're doing, right? So she come in there. Now Martell comes. So Melanie gets uncomfortable and gets up to leave because she's uncomfortable. She wants to leave. And so she gets up to leave, and one of the ladies go with her to walk her out to her car. And so messy Miss Wanda, she like a hurricane. She come, everything in her path get destroyed. That's what she always does. And her daughter acts like she can't tell her no. First of all, she wasn't invited. You never go anywhere you ain't invited. And if you go, learn how to conduct yourself, Miss Wanda. She want to do whatever she want to do where she at. She want to do whatever she want to do wherever she go. You can't do that. And you old enough to know better, Miss Wanda. So anyway, she gets up to leave to talk to Melanie too and start talking about Martell, that soon to be ex. He runs out there. So evidently, she went on live on Instagram or something and started talking about him and his kids. So he's steaming from that. And they had words. They had harsh words, and I thought they was getting ready to fight or something, right? So they broke that up. Now, teachers see that. Go get your mama. But she doesn't. She finally go outside. So the mother, Melanie's walking to her car. The mother says, I'm going to go over here and talk to Tisha. Now, you just stirred up all this commotion with this man, and you still going over. This lady got in her car trying to leave. She don't want to talk to you because her and her daughter don't get along. She don't want to talk to you. She go over there and start talking to her. Tisha go up, run after her and say, don't do that, don't do that. That's not your daughter. Like, I'm your daughter. Don't do that. Don't mind their business. But she told her right. But so Miss Wanda is messy. She just come through like a hurricane. She's messy. You can't tell. Miss Wanda is the type of woman, if you fight her, you either going to have to fight her or cuss her all the way out and stand flat-footed, eyeball to eyeball, and look at her because she just run over. And Tisha is very soft-spoken. She's a crybaby. I ain't going to say she's soft-spoken. She's a crybaby. She's not mature enough for me. She's a crybaby. And I think that's why her mother protects her so and be around. But you can't, and she told somebody, well, my mother, she told her husband, my mother always go with me. Your mother can't go everywhere with you. She should not be going everywhere with you, especially when she's not wanted. So Tisha, if you listening, can't take your mama everywhere you go. Them people don't want to be bothered with her messy country self. So anyway, the mother then left a path of destruction, right? And it leads to this coming up week, right? Now, let me tell you what I don't like. Kimmy is very level-headed, the one brother's wife. She's very level-headed. She's very neutral. But Tisha's such a baby. She wants her to be on her side and don't talk to Mel. That's so elementary. I told y'all that before. But anyway, so they're building a compound. The brothers, they're building a compound, and so the family members can be there. And Tisha wanted a room for her children to play in. Marceau told her no. They'll be big enough. They'll be too big for that. He just don't allow her to have nothing, do nothing. But anyway, on tonight's episode, Martell he keeps wanting to say that Melanie cheated. Instead of just saying, look, I cheated. He don't own it. That's the problem I have, and that's the problem everybody probably have. He won't own it. You cheated. You had an ongoing relationship for 5 years. So he was telling her, when they had to meet, I came home every night. Like, that was a good thing. So you came home every night by 6 or 7 o'clock. You did all your cheating before 6 or 7, so you should appreciate that. Wow. Right? So anyway, he's just not taking no ownership for what he has done. So he's trying to redirect the conversation and get it off of him and keep blaming his ex-wife. Now, I'm going to say this. I said this before. She told him, like I told you before, she said, well, I told you I didn't do that before we got married. The do that part, you got to do that. So anybody got a husband, it's things that you have to do, ladies. I'm going to just leave it like that. It's things you have to do. Because if you don't do it, somebody else will. Well, anyway, so I'm just looking at my notes, y'all. Yeah, so the way that Martell and Marceau think is very antiquated. They have an old-fashioned way of thinking. A man is the head, absolutely. Absolutely, he's the head, right? But a woman should have the freedom of speech and the freedom of moving around and doing what she want to do in her day. She needs to have that freedom, right? Tisha, so now Tisha has a podcast. You let her get that. She has a podcast. I think it's in the house. I don't know where it's at. She might be renting space. So she had this podcast, and she invited the lady that just had a baby, that her husband, that she has the beauty supply, and Kimmy. She chose this moment on the podcast to say, because I forgot to tell y'all prior to that, Kimmy said her mother can't come to any more events because she acted out. And then when they tried to tell her at the table, like, you wasn't invited, why did you act out? She was like, I can talk when I want to talk, you can't tell you what to talk. She just went on and on and on and on. I know you got to have enough sense to know you can't come to nobody's stuff and act the way you want to act. You can't do that. And Tisha doesn't seem to understand that either. She said, well, I take my mother everywhere and this and that. That's the problem, number one. Number two is tell your mama to shut up. If you're going to take her, tell her to shut up. Learn how to act. Learn how to act. So she said, so now she's mad, at Kimmy. So she decided to address this on the podcast, which was so unprofessional. Well, let me tell you what I heard while it's fresh on my mind. You said, my mom is sanctioned from all events. And she said events in such a funny way. She said events. Events. She says it in a funny kind of way. But anyway, she tried to explain to her why your mother can't come. Your mother can't come. Your mother can't come. She can't come when she uninvited. You can't go to nobody's nothing and you wasn't invited. And if you come and you're not invited, then there's a certain decorum you need to have while you're sitting there, right? So anyway, y'all got to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville because this is a real life thing. And, you can see the raw emotions. It's raw emotions because one couple are divorcing. They're going to be divorced because of a big scandal. The other couple, they just got married. They're doing fine. Her husband just took the bar. They're doing fine. The other couple, Tisha is a crybaby. And her husband he's a commercial developer. He works all the time. Like, I get it. He takes care of her. She don't work. She just do little things when she want to do. That's why she has a podcast and stuff like that. She had to fight to get that. But, they're hardworking men. And I like watching it because, like I said, because it's real people. This is real people. I follow them on Instagram too. It's real people. These are real emotions. It's not scripted. They're not like telling them, okay, go over here and say this like they do on Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and all them shows. This is real life and real raw emotion. Now tonight, the brother. Now I didn't know this. So the wife has a brother. Melanie has a brother. He's gay. Didn't know that. He lives with a man or married to a man or something. He got a man, right? So sometime I guess he watches the kids. So the kids, kids are young. They don't understand stuff like that. So Martell told them that their uncle was gay or something, and so kids don't understand that kind of stuff. So Melanie was upset that he said that. So they had a function outside. The beauty supply girl had a Halloween voter function. And everybody came with their costumes and everything. Nice little event, nice little situation. Brother walked up like he was tough. He said, but what's going on with this and what's going on with that? And Martell said, get out my face. And if you ever say this to me again, I'm going to beat your ass. And they had to look on him like he had to beat your ass look, right? Now, Martell doesn't want anybody, to tell him that he was wrong, and he doesn't want anybody to have Melanie's back. She needs support at this time. So if it's her brother supporting her, her girlfriend supporting her, that's what she needs. For some reason, he's not getting it through his head that he has hurt her. She's damaged. She's hurting. And, the girlfriend told her, the one that has the beauty supply, she said, she's hurting. You hurt her. She's hurting. You can't be tick for tack. Because he's like, ain't nobody talking about when she cheated, which I don't think she cheated. She might have talked to a guy. She said she talked to a guy one time. They had split up, and she entertained a conversation with a guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She said she didn't cheat. So my thing is, quit trying to make your woman look bad, or quit trying to make her look bad, because she's not gonna ever look as bad as you, because you publicly humiliated her and got a whole baby out the situation, right? So anyway, him and the brother had some words. I really, the way the producers had it set up, like I thought they was getting ready to fight, but Martell did a good thing and walked away. And he said he if they had been in any other situation, they didn't have to fight. But since it was his kids and it was a friendly event, and so he walked away. He walked away. But y'all got to watch this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know, take it all the way back to season 1. You got on demand. Take it back to season 1 because this is season 2. Because the seasons are long. They got a lot of episodes in one season. But it's really, really good. It's really, really wild emotion. And like I said, I watched it initially because they were black couples in Huntsville moving and shaking. That's the part I like. And for this man to come, see, this is what I understand about me. That's why I said I'm going to do a live on it. You got everything going for you. Why mess that up? Why mess that up? You know, why mess that up with a relationship? This woman, y'all done built. They built their companies together. That's the greatest. Do y'all know that's the greatest thing ever? To have a partner in life that you can grow and build and create wealth, generational wealth. Like, come on, you going to blow that? Because it makes no sense to me. So, probably the live after my birthday. Don't forget my birthday is February 28th, not tomorrow. But next Sunday, I'm going to do a live. And the next live that I do the next Sunday, because I think I'm going to do lives every Sunday, we're going to talk about infidelity and cheating, and I want to know the whys. And I need guys to come on in and tell me, because I always ask my friends, they're like, why did you cheat? You know, most men is greedy. Sometimes they're missing something that they're not getting. So I feel like it's like guys have approached me that have women. And I ask them, if you have a woman, you have a wife, whatever it is you're looking for, ask her. Tell her. That's a conversation you need to have with the person you're with instead of going outside seeking something. Makes sense to me. I don't know. But anyway, y'all got to watch Love in Huntsville. Come on Saturday nights at 9. A really good show. And it's a good show because it shows it's real life and it's raw. But it also shows black people doing something positive. It started off as a very feel-good kind of show. Now it's got a little messy. It's still good entertainment, though. It's still good entertainment. Very good entertainment. Because that Wanda come through like a hurricane and destroy everything in her path and then act like she don't know that she did that. That's the part. You got to watch it because she look crazy in the eyes. Y'all got to watch this show. It's really, really good. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And my subscribers, again, are Tiffany Stewart, Stevie Bruton, and Queen Sugary. Okay? So drop down in the comments, y'all. Let me know what you think about the cheating. Do you want your man, would you prefer, if he go cheat, would you prefer, if he cheat, matter of fact, that's going to be the conversation on the live. Would you prefer he cheat randomly, like just go and do whatever you're going to do and come on back home? Or would it be better if he had a whole relationship with somebody else? That's the question. That's the question. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. All right? So anyway, Jack Squad, appreciate you. Thank you for watching Jackie with a Q. Tell all your friends, and everybody have a good night and continue to be safe. Bye-bye.